Hello, everybody, and welcome to Eberron. I almost said Lost Initiative. Welcome to Eberron, the show where we sit around and we talk about the origin of words like incubus and succubus and what that means to your D&D campaign. I'm just kidding. That's a
just be who you be. All right.
You do you, boo.
You want to suck you be, then you suck you be. You want to ink you be, then
I did like that chat about incubus and succubus coined the word concubus that I really enjoy.
I like that awesome. Too. Concubus.
I might not adapt the rules, but I'm definitely having concubus exist as a word.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so moving on. Well, welcome to the beginning of the session. Where did we leave off last week? I'm going to throw this one to Erin because this is entirely her campaign. She's the focal character. And she's muted, so that's a great start for that.
That's also the focal character of the campaign.
I'm talking to myself. I'm trying to figure out what we did last session.
So last
we sorted out some shit with the elves.
The apes,
they were like,
elves.
They were like, hey, you know how we can be best friends? You should totally go break out this guy named Genocide. That will turn out great. And you know where you're gonna break him out from? Dreadhold. You know, the magical prison. That's literally meant to hold.
Yeah, and then we were like, no, we don't want to do that. That's an awful idea. And then Stabler was like, please, and we said, okay.
Then immediately after
the system works.
Immediately after that, you guys went to the next city, the one that actually ruled by half elves, and over there you actually had a surprisingly pleasant meeting. I think Erin was a little apprehensive, but was more or less thought either things are going to go extremely well or things are going to go extremely poorly. And more or less the guy said, I would like for things to go extremely well, but if you cross me, things are going to go extremely poorly. And she was like, okay, we're on the same page. So that worked out very well. So
we also dropped off all of our crew.
That guy's also pretty much Kyrann.
Yeah, we're going to go
now
on
we have an elf crew.
So now we have an elf crew. We also still have the
Maya.
The husks and Maya.
Exactly.
The husk people. So
don't worry about the husks.
They can do basic commands though. Like
can they?
Yeah. So
butter sandwiches or something.
Oh, lovely. Nothing like peanut butter sandwiches. All right, so you guys get back onto the ship, and of course, as things stand right now, you're setting sail and trekking towards Dreadhold. As a reminder, what is Dreadhold? In the world of Eberron, there is an island over in the Lhazaar Principalities. That is a very small island, but more or less taking up the entire size of it, is in Azkaban or
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz-esque. Thank you. Alcatraz-esque prison that is designed to hold the greatest criminals to the continent of Corvair. Before that was the country of humans, the Galifar Empire. So these are supposed to be the people that broke laws and are just need to be held in a place where they cannot break free from. Nobody's ever broken free from here before. So these could be political criminals. These could be violent criminals, but also there is a part of this prison that is specifically constructed for magic criminals. And that's the important thing to note, is that containing a mage or a sorcerer or a cleric or whatever inside of a prison is a very difficult thing to do because they can abracadabra to get out. They have a section of the prison that's designed to even contain them in it. So from there, the rumor kind of spread out that the entire prison is designed for containing wizards and sorcerers and whatnot, but that's just a portion of it, of course. So anyways, your plan right now is to head towards Dreadhold, because you need to bust out, as somebody said, a warforged by the name of
Genocide.
Everyone wants to save a little genocide, right? All right, now. So oh, he's like, I'm not on camera while he says that, right? Live.
Yeah, don't clip this.
Don't clip this, please.
This stream cannot be used against me in a court of law.
Depends on which country you're in, buddy. So they do extradite from England to the U.S. So you are making your way there, but on your trek, after you get onto your boat and you guys are kind of like talking about the scenario that had happened. One of the things that as you guys could talk about the thing that happened, probably have your conversations at the captain's quarters.
Probably, yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where the cool kids hang out on the ship. Okay, us.
The nerds.
And Bellum.
Us and Bellum.
Cool kid by extension.
It's probably literally the library of our ship.
No, I mean, where else are you going to have a bookshelf?
So, Aaron, when you walk into your, like, more or less, you're saying, "Hey guys, let's have a conversation about what's happened, what's going on." As you're walking into that room, everybody can roll me a perception check.
I'm worried already.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a good start to a session. You're walking into a room. Perception check. Not even passive perception. Like something really is going on.
It's always great when none of us see it either. It's like, oh, everything's fine. Don't worry.
Me not seeing something?
Everything's great.
Star Wars elf eyes always see.
So definitely, Aaron, and this actually makes sense because Kyrann would walk in the room first, followed by Stalbor, because it's actually their room with the others behind. The two of you guys walk into the room. You literally see flying out a window as you walk into the room, a bird flies out the window as you walk into the room.
Oh man.
Kind of thinking it was strange that the bird flew out because it wasn't a bird that you would typically, it wasn't a seagull or anything like that. It was a different looking bird, one that you might not be familiar with. Quickly looking around to see if anything's different or anything's missing, you actually find a package sitting on top of your desk, Aaron.
That's a pipe bomb.
I'll just like look at Stalbar.
Anthrax.
This wasn't me.
Well, no, but is it like dangerous?
Oh. Can I do a... I'll just cast Detect Magic. Fuck it.
If it's gems, we're throwing cards.
I'll cast Detect Magic.
Sure.
Not as a ritual either, because shit time. Okay.
Oh, okay. So you can be like, nobody do anything for 10 minutes.
No, not as a ritual.
Oh, okay.
Because that was like what he would normally do.
Yeah.
But no.
Like, everybody hang back for 10 minutes. I'm
Stay there.
All right. So you immediately cast
Get a
Detect
tea.
Magic, and you actually do see a trace of magic as the bird flies out the window. Roll for me an Arcana check, please.
I was more looking at the package.
Well, we better throw it overboard just to be safe.
So you, as
Is
you
it
roll
ringing?
your Arcana check, you can tell that the trace amounts of that spell, the kind of magics that it is, the lingering effect set behind. You're actually familiar with this because people use it on your home, in your home country of God damn it, my brain.
Aeronel.
Thank you, Aeronel.
Are you gonna have problem with names today?
It's a three weeks since the last session. Eberron names are falling off my. I'm in Athos right now, so it is for Aeronel. And what it is that you actually said this is an animal messenger, and the messenger left behind this small package. So you do cast a spell onto the package itself, and looking at the package, you are gaining no signs of magic off of it.
I'll point out my original suggestion of a pipe bomb is still not magical.
Yeah. Well, in Eberron it probably is.
I'm gonna open the package.
Sure. So when you open it up, the first thing you see is there's a letter, and then there's inside the letter there's clearly something tucked, like weighted inside there. Do you like slide it out to look at it first, or do you like open up the letter to see to read the words first?
Oh yeah, I just tear it open.
Okay. So you rip it open, so you go to read the letter first. Sure. So you go to read the letter, and what it says is, "Happy birthday, Kyrann. Look not to the skies, nor the depths below, nor even the distant past or future. Seek the storm within, and the 4 blessings promised to your people will be yours." And then the thing that was inside the letter, the thing that slides out like onto your hand, is actually an incredibly well-crafted brooch. The filigree on it is magnificent. The gems laden into it are just absolutely miraculous and done in a tasteful way, so it doesn't look like, oh, look at all these gems put into this. And it's actually in the form of a kraken.
Oh.
It has written, as you kind of like look at the brooch, it has the kraken there. As you look at it, you realize there are characters on it that are written in primordial. It takes you a couple moments of looking them over before you're able to read them because you're only so good at primordial, right? And
I don't think I've ever even read primordial. I just speak it.
Yeah.
So
But you have it as a language.
I do.
So you were schooled in it, right? So
Stupid rules.
yeah, of course.
Anyway, my fun.
Do you want to not be able to read it? That's fine.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I can read it.
All right. I was just saying, Zolly will just read it in 2 seconds. So, so anyways, you look into the thing. It takes you a couple seconds to like translate it, but what it says written in aqua in there is, "I am the storm."
Oh. Cool.
Do you have a secret admirer then, Kyrann?
I guess so.
Good.
I remember
Better
back
not
in
get
my
any more
days.
presents though.
I remember back in my days, they left love notes. They didn't pass on these extravagant jewelry. Must be nice.
When is back in your day, Reich? Aren't you like 17.
18 now, but yeah, it was more of a joke.
Oh.
Oh, goblin jokes.
Jokes should be funny.
All right, and Aaron, lastly, could you just roll me 2 checks, a religion and a history check, please?
Yeah,
For
definitely.
1 second, the history check, you actually get to have advantage.
Cool.
So this isn't a magical brooch, it's just pretty.
Yeah,
Correct.
she's pretty.
What's the point then?
Oh, wow. Wow. Clip that.
All right, so religion and history. If the history is for the Roll20 is being like really laggy for me right now. I don't know if you guys can see the
It
rolls,
is for
but
me as well. I imagine you click it and then forever later it shows up.
Mhm.
So,
and my dice aren't working either. But if the history check is for the 4 blessings promised to people, I think I know what that is already.
please go right ahead.
For Lyrandar. Oh, I don't know off my head. What was it? It was trade. I don't remember. Sorry. I thought I did.
Dominance
Okay,
over
right.
dominance over the air, dominance over the water, fortune of my family, and fortune for my future.
Yes.
You actually do know what it is, and it is the 4 blessings of House Lhazaar that is supposed to be given by the sovereigns and firstborn.
Mhm.
Okay,
Got it.
So, yep, you actually did get that one out of game, even if your character wouldn't have made it in game. So actually, it does translate in game. It just takes you a couple extra moments to realize what it is. But the religion aspect of it, it's kind of like lost on you. So, so you just kind of like see, oh, this really is a House Lhazaar gift. Maybe it's from my uncle. Who knows who it's from? But yeah.
Probably unlikely.
But it's not magical, so therefore it's not cursed.
That's not true.
Would you prefer? It's not magical, so therefore it's not cursed. Is that better? No?
That's better. Yeah, thank you.
All right. And then from here, you guys have your conversations about what it is that you needed to take care of, what has just transpired prior. Do you want to actually have a conversation about this in game, or are you guys more than happy to be like, no, we already took care of that?
I think we pretty much already took care of it, right?
I think
Yeah,
more or
pretty
less
sure
the
we did.
plan's set.
Awesome, because I felt as though that was pretty much the case.
Am I creating a distraction or just waiting on the boat?
I feel like a distraction might be worse. Because then the prison will be on guard.
And how long should I give you before I assume you're dead?
A day?
A day? 2 days?
2 days.
Traveling-
2 days sounds safer.
Traveling through
Okay.
the tunnels might take some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while probably, but I imagine there'll be some. It's not gonna be quiet. If we get caught, it's not gonna be quiet. That's all I can imagine. So you might even know.
How close is she going to be sailing that she would be able to know?
Yeah, not close enough, I imagine.
You don't exactly drop anchor outside of
Right.
Dreadhold and be like, I'm just
What are you doing here?
waiting here for no reason.
Well, I thought
Something
they
went
gave
wrong.
us a,
I'm not here.
No, I thought they gave us a spot which we could dock like unseen.
Yes, that's where she's dropping you off. But if they're just kind of tossing your bodies over the walls, then she'll actually have to be near Dreadhold.
Mm-hmm. So 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Anything else you guys? Oh, and then I was also confirming who it is that's actually going for the voyage. So going for the
Yes.
journey through the tunnels. Obviously Reich, of course. Sorry, obviously Bellum, of course, and obviously Stalbor, of course. Where,
Of course.
Was it Reich
And then
that we were
Reich.
sending? Okay, perfect. All right, so then it answers the
And
question.
Stalbor is calling their team, because it is a goblin, an orc, and an undead, the Beastie Boys.
All right. So, Reich, when you guys kind of split up and go your separate ways, Reich, when you return to your room, I imagine you've had the taste of whiskey on your lips when you get to your room, but you're not drunk, because Reich isn't a drunkard by any stretch. He just likes to have a good drink every once in a while, usually during meetings. When you actually return to your room, you find a scroll case sitting atop of a book, sitting atop of your bunk.
Interesting. I pick up the scroll case and examine it for a moment.
When you pick up the scroll case and you open it up, so you examine it, sorry, the scroll case is actually relatively nondescript. It seems like one that you would pick up at pretty much any shop that would sell such things.
And because I lack any trust in anybody, I'm going to pick that up and the book, and I'm going to take it to Stalbor.
Okay. So you just,
Stalbor, make sure this isn't trapped, please.
so therefore, because Kieran's there as well, so
Uh-huh.
then you walk in.
Yeah,
Detect
I'm gonna
magic.
in both the book and the scroll case.
You do detect magic. Actually, you detect powerful transmutation magic coming off of the book. The scroll case itself doesn't seem to be any magics inside there that you can detect.
But scroll cases that can cover the magic inside probably exist, right?
Potentially.
We should throw it overboard before it explodes.
Well, it's not going to explode, but it might turn whoever opens it into stone.
Can't have that.
Risk I'm
It's a
willing to
chance.
take. So I'll take that. I'll take the book. I'll take this scroll case. I'm gonna open the scroll case first, and I'm gonna see what's inside it.
So when you actually open up the scroll case, there's a letter inside there that you pull out first. It's actually a very small piece of paper, and it's written in a very nicely, in very nice handwriting, similar to how Aaron's is very nice handwriting. You see two sentences. The achievements of your ancestors is known far and wide. So will yours. Further inside the scroll case, when you actually open the thing and pull out what's inside, you actually find inside of there is a map. It's actually an ancient map. This thing is old. And you could almost immediately history check. Advantage.
Hey.
Advantage, remember.
Yeah, don't Eric it.
Eric it. Oh.
Yeah.
I got this.
Jinx Coke, you owe me oh, never mind.
It's okay. It just makes me really sad when you say Eric it.
It's okay. It's
That's
only
fine.
been adapted by everyone who's ever been on any.
Yeah.
Martial.
Or
I hate
even like the Discord has started using it, I think.
Even in Lost Initiative, I use it, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
I hate you all.
Don't worry.
To be fair, we've also got Scotting.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And that is definitely everywhere. So,
Not
moving
signed
on.
up for this. I did not.
So the history check, you're able to look at this thing, and unfortunately, your check isn't high enough to reveal too much from it. But you are able to realize that this is clearly a Dakani navigation right here. This is a Dakani crafted map right here. It does show you. The map has two bits to it. One of them is when you're looking at a portion of the map, it actually shows you directions how to get to a location. The directions are kind of difficult to read where the start points are, where the end points are, because this is done in the Dakani way, and who knows what part of the world it is. But it is showing water, some body of water nearby. It's going to require some sort of navigation check to realize what's going on from there. However, like what family that would have made this map or any of that stuff, that's lost on you with your lower history check. Unless you use an action point, huh?
No, I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna just do more studying later on.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna go back to my room. I'm gonna sit down and open the book.
Absolutely. So when you open the book, what it says in there, written in again ancient Dakani, so it's written in Goblinoid tongue. It actually says that this is a manual of quickness and action.
Hey, I'm gonna read that.
And for the next couple of days, you're going to be able to pour through this book, trying out all different stretches, trying out different ways of moving quicker. I imagine one of those Monte Cristo scenes where there's like a drip of water, and you need to put your hand through it so quick that you don't touch the bead of water, right? And eventually you are able to get, what is it, a +2 to your dexterity?
Hey.
And
I'm going to compare the handwriting, by the way, in the letters.
The handwriting on the letters seems to be the same. But...
Do I recognize it?
Roll me a history check, please, Aaron.
God, do I recognize it?
Hold on.
Hold on.
I think my armor class just broke.
Someone's out to.
What is with the 14s on history checks?
14.
Jesus.
This is our life. We are doomed.
14.
14.
Ollie, do you recognize it? Roll me an intelligence.
Oh, he'll get that.
Don't say that, you bitch.
I hope it's 14.
You bitch.
It does look like the same handwriting as you saw before. Roll me a history check with disadvantage.
I mean, I've still got pretty god odds.
Oh, so close!
So close.
to a 14. But you're not able to recognize the significance of the handwriting. Sorry, buddy. Okay. So, Eric, you eventually get the +2 to your ACs, your AC and stuff like that. Cool. Sorry, your dexterity. My apologies.
Yeah. +1 to AC.
Awesome. All right, so you guys are making your trek over to where it is that you need to go. Do you ask Erin to just look at the map with you at all, or are you just going to do it all yourself?
First, I'm going to try to like pour over it myself, but I am eventually going to ask Kyrann for to assist me.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, so the trek from where you guys were to Dreadhold is not a short one. That actually takes, I believe, it's 2.5, 3 weeks to get from point A to point B. It is we're going to call it 3 weeks, making sure that, of course, you're trying to avoid this, avoid that. Oh, but you're not able to avoid everything that comes to pass. As a matter of fact, Erin, at one point in time, as you guys are sailing, you're able to see 2 ships coming in your direction from very off far. So you have one of the elven lookouts is standing up there and kind of looking out. It's like, there's a ship off the port bow, you know, gesturing off in that direction. And you kind of go over and pull out your spyglass and start looking yourself to see what you see. Can you roll me a what's it called? Perception check, please.
Perception.
Bicep.
You can tell I had a rough day when I can't think of any words. Yeah, I do apologize.
Nouns are just gone.
All of
I
them.
call that a day.
Oh, Ghana.
So you aren't able to see who it is. You aren't able to see who it is that's sailing in your direction. You just see 2 ships coming, and they're clearly on an intercept course. There's no question about that. What are your orders, Captain?
I'm gonna hand the spyglass to Salbor, see if he can make out any details. And why aren't you doing this anyway?
Perception
Now,
with
boy,
advantage?
please.
Just regular perception.
Regular perception just allows you to see things further.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, jeez. And the 22.
That's why she had it. She probably didn't even say anything. She was like,
So you look at it, and you're looking at the ships, and one of the ships is clearly significantly larger than the other one. I mean, significantly larger than the other one.
Like galleon versus a sailing ship.
Yeah, but both of them are clearly prepared, like have weapons on them and whatnot. Both of them are clearly able to handle themselves in some sort of seafaring combat. The smaller one, they both have similar flags. You just know that because you can see the colors from where you are, but you can't make out any of the details for the flags. The colors are 2 shades of blue, and then there's other colors mixed in there too, but you can't make out any details.
Oh, what a surprise. Someone out in the Principalities has a blue flag.
However, that larger ship, the bigger one, you can actually make out some of the details of that ship. The ship itself has very, very ornate. As it cuts its way through the waters trying to make its way over to you, you can actually see that the entire ship itself has the ornate theme along its hull, that of a dragon.
2 ships. Blue flags. One of the ships has got a dragon on it.
And they're preparing for combat?
Well, they're combat ships. They look... That's aggressive sailing, right?
They're sailing directly towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Stabble will just start getting people to get into
Yeah.
combat.
We're gonna start getting ready for combat.
Okay.
That's the order.
I want to take a look at these ships too, Scott.
Sure. How are you going to do it? You're going to grab the spyglass and also just look out
Yeah.
there?
Grab the spyglass and look out there, see if I can see it well, if Stalbor lets me.
Sure.
Oop, I didn't mean to do that. There we go.
Okay.
Ah.
So looking out there and trying to make out the details, unfortunately, you can't make out anything extra, and you don't know anything of this region well enough to make out anything beyond that. So.
Nope. Yep, that's fair.
Yep.
It's one of the principalities insignia is like a sea dragon. I don't think he's the one I want to piss off. And I'm just double checking.
So, Erin,
Yeah.
can you do me a
No,
favor?
that's what I don't want to piss off. What?
Since you're preparing for combat, I need you to make me a like a leadership check. So that's either going to be a diplomacy or an intimidate for your crew, and then I also need you to make me a seafaring check to the vessels check for coordinating your ship's movements to prepare for being attacked by 2 ships that are approaching side by side, more or less themselves.
By diplomacy, I assume with persuasion.
That's what I meant. I totally did Pathfinder last night.
I'll also cast
And what was the other? What was the other one? I'm sorry.
Your so it's persuasion. That's fucking gorgeous, by the way.
I was too busy looking for diplomacy.
And your vessel one, yeah. Beautiful.
Ooh.
Beautiful. So you start
Great.
giving amazing orders to your crew. They all listen to you. They're all bolstered by your words. You're saying like, get to your stations. You know these jobs. You've run these waters for years. And they actually are falling in line. And they start giving commands of where they should go and how to coordinate the ship and everything. And they're good commands. And they fully follow what you're saying and are again emboldened by the words that you're saying. Even your crew, your companions are like, oh God. Kyrann on land is a crazy person, but Kyrann at sea is just, it just clicks. You know what I mean?
It's like a chef in a kitchen. It's chaotic, but it knows what it's doing.
So the commands that you give for how to situate your ship, or how you want it positioned, where you want to kind of like sail off to gain some sort of advantage in combat. The issue is you misjudged how the other ships were going to be approaching you. You assumed that even though they were coming side by side, they were eventually going to fork outwards and try to flank you on either side. And so you're kind of trying to prepare yourself to be able to be flanked and try to defend on one side or attack on both sides, sort of a thing. Unfortunately, they actually never did break off. They continued to come at you side by side and continue sailing towards you. Now, because of the fact that you do have spellcasters and stuff like that on the ship, you technically can make attacks at them at a pretty decent range, or people like Bellum could fly out there and attack at decent range. Do you intend to throw the first punch or not?
No, the thing is, they're gonna think we're Lyrandar.
I would have asked Kyrann actually if she wanted to go talk to them.
I do want to go talk to them.
Do you want to like come with me on the flying carpet? Do you want me to follow behind you on the flying carpet?
Follow behind me.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna fly.
So, anybody else going with you guys?
I give command to the ship to end.
So we're still far enough away. We're not anywhere near where we're eventually going, right?
No.
I am going
This
to
is like
Hunter's
2
Mark.
weeks into the travel.
I'm going to Hunter's Mark Kyrann.
I think I should go there too, just because I think Stalwart should stay behind, and maybe Bellum, because they're both range people, whereas me and Kyrann are better in.
Can't take a man's carpet.
I'm just saying.
I'm just questioning your ability to use the carpet. I've been literally practicing for months.
He has literally been practicing for months. The thing literally almost, he can have like a fingertip on one of the tassels, and it wraps around him and defends him and stuff. So
you can use it if you want.
You guys can both fit on the carpet.
If you guys-
That's true. You could just take
Right.
him on the
All
carpet.
three of you guys can go on the carpet.
I'll
agree.
stay behind. though.
I wasn't worried about room. I figured that they would want to stay behind because they're both range fighters. But if he wants to come, I don't care.
It makes sense for Stalwart to stay behind too, because if things go bad, he can start like doing the
So Stalwart staying here with N, and the three of you are going forward.
Sounds good.
Bellum and Reich on the carpet, and Kyrann flying adjacent to them. How is your approach? No, first of all, let me say, as the ship gets closer, you are able to, in fact, identify that these are the sea dragons. But
Yeah.
more important than that, this is this is the actual fuck, what did I call it? Did I call it sea worm? Yeah, the sea worm is the actual name of the ship. I think that's what I called it. I can't find my note at the moment. My apologies. Is the actual name of the ship. That is the flagship of the sea dragons coming towards you. That is their flagship.
I'd say we probably stay 20 feet behind Kyrann so that she can be out there first, and we're right behind her to back her up.
Yeah, we believe in you, Kyrann.
hold up the coins so that you can clearly see it as I'm flying forward.
What about the what?
The coins. She's holding the coins
The
so
ones,
they can see.
the ones that are big enough to where you can see them from a spyglass.
Beautiful. So you are flying forward and you're holding the coins out so they can identify the fact that you are clearly here on other people's errands.
Yeah.
So as you approach, you can see that nobody is. So obviously ballistas are turned in the direction of your ship and whatnot, and there are a bunch of crew on the deck of the ship. Everybody has their like bows and whatnot in hand, but nobody has them hoisted. Not a single arrow notched. Not a single bow actually drawn. Right. So so as you fly forward, you can see that they don't have an intention of attacking you.
Okay.
You scan the ship for a few moments, and you do see somebody in long blue robes standing up by the helm, kind of looking in your direction. This person is a human. They seem to be probably in their mid to late 30s, but aged very well. They're Attractive, but not in the sense like, oh my god, this person is really good looking. Attractive in the sense that they clearly carry a presence to them. They command a room that they stand in. And very well put together. Obviously, the clothes are of high quality. So they stand there looking up at you and your crew. And as you kind of make eye contact with them, as you see them seeing you, they just give you like a little smile and more or less welcome you to approach them.
Okay. I land on the ship.
Okay. Do you land over by the helm where they are, or do you land more like the main area of the ship and walk your way over?
Main area of the ship, and I walk my way forward.
How about the other two? Your meatballs.
I'd say we probably land right behind her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just smoothing right behind.
Kyrann, you walk your way over. They don't take a single step. You walk your way over to the area where you're going to walk up. It's stairs here, not a ladder. Up to that part of the ship where there's where the helm is. And as you go to walk up the stairs, you're freely able to pass. As soon as you go up the stairs and they're a little bit behind you, they go to walk up. One of the crewmates actually steps in front of you guys and says, just kind of like shakes their head, puts their hand out, just kind of shakes their head like no. But not like threateningly, just like telling you no.
That's fine. Do you have any intention of attacking my ship?
You say that to that crew member?
Yeah. Well, around him. I yell over him.
Yep. The rest of the crew is they just kind of like look around at each other. A few of them shrug. One of them calls back, "Only if given orders."
Well, I'm yelling at the dude.
Oh, over to them specifically.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant down below to them. So
Yeah,
you yell
no,
at
not
him. He says, "Not unless you give me reason."
Awesome. Great. We'll be on our way then. I'll talk to you later.
I do have intention of speaking to you. I didn't sail.
That wasn't made clear by this.
I didn't sail for days for you to just breeze on by, Kyrann.
Okay.
Would you be willing to meet with me?
We're currently meeting.
Would you like to join me in my quarters?
Oh, God.
Sure.
Your companions, do you expect them to join?
Yeah.
He'll nod and he'll start walking down the stairs that you were halfway up. He'll start walking down the stairs to walk. I mean, do you wait for him to walk next to you, or do you just kind of like walk ahead?
I walk ahead.
Okay. Do you like go into what's clearly the captain quarters before he gets there?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one of those like all right, we're going in there. I'm not gonna wait for you. I'm just gonna go in, burst in your door for you.
Yep.
Okay. So when you go in, you look around the room. These quarters are lavish. These are the comfort here is that for a king or a prince. You can see the huge bed is designed clearly in such a way that you wouldn't even feel the motion of the ocean while you were lying in it. The decorations all around, the mirrors that are put up, the quality of food that's sitting there. This is an extremely lavish room. The only time you've ever seen rooms like this before are when you've seen them for people that clearly know nothing about sailing. However, there's no way in hell that this person or the actual prince, High Prince Rygar Iranarn, and you know the significance of the titles High Prince and Iranarn
I don't think a lot of people here do, because we haven't really dealt with the Iranars in this campaign. Do you want to explain?
No, not quite just yet. So,
Okay.
as you guys go walking in, because I imagine that again, you have two meatballs with you. They wouldn't necessarily know, so you could always you might lead to you explaining in game. So, as you go walking into the room and seeing just the ridiculous lavishness, you know that they are clearly capable of, but this is something ostentatious. So you walk in, you look around, probably roll your eyes. Do the two of you let him pass you, or do you also go in?
I would let him pass me.
Okay. So he'll go in and join with Reich, and he'll go in and join with Kyrann, and then Reich and Bellum behind. I imagine you guys shut the door.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when the door shuts, he'll go over to a table, and he will gesture for you three to take a seat, and head over to grab a drink, like a bottle from an area, from a nearby bar. Go over, put it on the table, as well as a few glasses, and take a seat with you as well, but opposite the three of you.
I'll wait for him to sit down, but then also sit down.
Okay. Reich, you sit down, and Kyrann, you sit down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He pops the cork, pours the 4 different drinks, and gently slides them over to each of you. Once again, you can feel the motion of the ship, but that does not in the least bit even affect the liquid sitting inside the glass on the table or the bottle. So he will, still in silence, lift up the drink, make eye contact with each one of you, then take a sip and put it down and say, I'm here to meet with you, not to come to arms and not to bring harm your way. Because I'm here to meet with you, not on a, sorry, my apologies, my brain again is skipping beats today. I feel so bad, guys, sorry. So I'm not here to meet with you by way of an official, I could not think of the word official, by way of an official capacity of Greentown.
Before I take a sip, can I insight roll him saying that?
Please, go right ahead. God, my brain
And I'm
is not
sorry,
working.
what was that last bit, Scott? I'm here to meet with you.
I'm here to meet with you, but not through an official capacity of Greentown. Greentown being the actual capital city of Regalport.
Okay. Well, that's odd. We were intending to meet with you at some point.
I'm not sure what your reasons are, but I have mine.
Okay.
You completely believe in Bellum.
I'm gonna take a sip of the drink.
Okay.
Well, if you don't know what my intentions are, then why are you talking to me? What do you want?
I know what some of your intentions are.
Oh.
I know
Namely
that.
being?
I know that you recently had meetings with the elves, with the Bloods.
We have?
To what end? The Bloods.
We're running an errand for him.
Does this errand happen to be bringing you to a place where you wish not to go?
I'm just gonna put my hand on Kieran's shoulder, just like a gentle reminder of stay calm, don't give away too much fucking information. just like a pat on the shoulder as she sits next to us.
I mean, I prefer not to be here at all. So, in a way.
Kyrann, now that you've had a couple moments of actually seeing this person, speaking with them, what they said to you in their intro, even though it was stumbled through over the course of 15 minutes, could you actually roll for me with advantage a history check to recognize who this person is? Okay. Unfortunately, histories are all 14s, and that's just not enough to get important information. So clearly, this is somebody of significance to Regalport into the Sea Dragons, but you don't know who they are.
I don't know who, really? Okay. I'm sorry. I actually don't even know who you are. What do you want? Who are you?
I said I'm not here in an
Who
official...
am I?
I'm not here for an official capacity of Greentarn. I'm here
Okay,
for my own
great.
reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You recently met with the Blood Sales because you're trying to gain favor from them so that they'll assist you in learning bits of information about what's going on.
Yes.
I'm here to tell you that there are other ways to go about what you're trying to accomplish.
I'm sure there are. And we will pursue those avenues when we get there.
You might know that the Sea Dragons have strong allies with House Thorani.
Yeah.
Did you know that House Thorani has a small encampment on one of the islands in the Principalities?
I am aware.
Were you aware that that encampment happens to be where they keep all of the greatest secrets that Thorani has been able to procure?
I was not.
You can do the task that you want to do for the Blood Sales. You can do the task that you've agreed to, and you can go that path. Or I can get you passage to House Thorani.
Why are you asking me to make a choice between the two?
Because one of them has the chance of gaining you a great ally. that ally being the blood cells. I will not deny their power, magically and influentially. However, it also has the potential of making far greater enemies or costing your or your companions' lives. My route is a lot safer, but does not gain you favor with anyone. And because of your delaying of time and the turning your back on what it is that you should be doing for the blood cells, could potentially irritates them in a way that you would not like.
Well, my goal is to make allies, and so that's the path we choose. But thank you for the offer.
I'm giving you an opportunity here to have many answers to the questions that you seek. I would give them to you myself if I had them. I do not. I just know the task that you're on, what you're working to accomplish, is very significant, and I want to see you succeed, which is why I'm offering you these answers. But I cannot sway the hand this way or that of one of the Lhazaar.
Again, I appreciate the offer, but we have our course.
Kyrann. Sir, can we step outside and speak privately?
I can do you one better. And he will actually stand up and pick his glass up with him, and he will step out of the room himself.
Okay. I'll wait for the door to close, and I wait like half a minute, and I turn to Kyrann and I say, Kyrann, this is madness. We're traveling to an unbreakable prison to free a man whose name is Genocide. When I first joined you, I never pretended to be a man of strength, with strength of moral. I had a mission, and I still intend to see that mission through. But even I can see how incredibly neglectful this is. On the best case scenario, we're providing an incredibly powerful weapon to someone who we hope will be our friends. These are incredibly long-lived creatures. This decision now could have ramifications that will last far beyond our lifetime. And we are just doing it because we want Stalbor to feel better. But forgive me if I care more about the entirety of the world than I do about his feelings.
I think you overestimate what this one Warforged can do.
I think his name is Genocide.
I think you're really hung up on that detail.
That is an incredibly big detail that we are just ignoring. I think you do not get the name Genocide by being a pleasant person to be around. I don't think you get it unless you are some abomination.
Then we kill him after he talks to the elves.
How do we know that's all they want? That's what they tell us. You're being so blasé about this, and this is important.
I'm blasé about it.
Yes, you
understand
are.
it's important. It's just how I act.
Kyrann.
Look, the Ronnie and the information is all well and good, but that's not really what we're after.
I would interject at this point, and I would say, listen, I don't know much of the information that you seek. You've told me that you have messages from your fiance, I believe, and that you're looking for answers. Do these answers, one, help us in your mission to attack Larendar and maybe even the other houses?
Probably not, to be honest. What are we going to do with it? We can't blackmail them.
Fair. And is your mission to... Which mission is stronger, to find out your answers or attack these houses?
I want revenge more than I want answers.
He looks to Reich, kind of like he was hoping that she would pick the get answers because it's definitely less chaotic. But he looks over at Reich like,
Kyrann.
I think you know what's happening here. I think you know her mind's already made up.
Kyrann.
Reich.
Listen to me. This is a fool's path. This is the fool's path. You're a great many things, but you're not a fool. Do not let emotions cloud your judgment here. Think rationally. in many ways, you have seeked out my counsel.
Okay.
When
Rationally, if we let the second principality we speak to not join us, the chance of the others joining us go down significantly. We need them to rally behind us. We need the first 2 or 3 easy victories on this.
And just as a reminder, Reich, he did specifically say, because he happens to be a representative of some capacity that Kyrann wasn't able to figure out, a representative of some capacity to Regalport, which is by far the most influential and most powerful of all of the ports in the principalities. However, he said this is not an official capacity, meaning you can do him a favor and get diddly squat from it.
Yeah, he said this will not net you any allies.
Yes, but
and potentially,
and that is the goal.
Yeah. So just to make sure you understand out of game the gravity that Aaron's explaining in game.
Bellum walks over
Whether
to
or not you agree with him.
the bottle of liquor that he poured. He fills his cup back up and just downs the. He knows where this is going. Doesn't like it, but he understands it, and downs the cup and puts it down on the desk of sorts or table, whatever is there, and just stays silent in the corner while they decide to hash it out or not.
Kyrann,
we need the blood sales people. We need their ships.
we don't need them.
We need their magic. Yes, we do.
The 3 of us took down 2 of their ships. I don't need their ships.
It doesn't matter. It's their support. It's symbolic.
Kyrann, when we were in the forest, when we faced off against the those people whose name I can never remember, the gatekeepers, when we faced off against them, I convinced them that you were a genuinely good person, and I still believe that. But you are blinded at this point. You are blinded by a sense of vengeance that can be that can be gotten through methods that do not require us to release this creature. And let's point out the fact that that is not even the beginning of all of our problems. We have to break into a prison that has never been broken out of before.
You've already worked out a plan.
Without a single.
Why are we discussing
our plan is
It's been
foolhardy.
weeks, right?
And I have made my my opposition known from the beginning.
Right. Do you think people don't have the capacity to change?
I think that the capacity. I think that there are certain people in this world who do not think they need to change.
I can understand that, but if we were to break a man named Genocide, as you've so stuck to, out of a prison that is impossible to break out of, essentially giving him his freedom back, do you not think he owe us one? Do you not think he'd be an ally? Or do you think he would just go off and start another genocide?
I think he would be an ally until the moment that he's no longer directly under our thumb, and I think from there he would do whatever he sees fit. And
don't let him get out from under your thumb.
I don't see
when
how
we
a
give him
man.
to the elves, then what?
Here's what we do.
We
Here's
stick
what we do.
around while we give him to the elves. They question him. We give him the option.
We don't even let him onto Farland. We take the elves onto our ship who want to question him. We let them ask their questions. We kill the Warforged. It makes you happy.
Well, I think we have to give him a shot to work with us before we kill him. But if he denies that shot, if he denies a second
Okay,
shot,
then we won't kill the Warforged.
then we'll kill him. No, we can kill him. We just need to give him the option of a second shot, a second chance. Everyone deserves at least that.
Right, because it's agreeable.
He looks at Reich and says, "Do you not think that the gatekeepers have give Kyrann a second chance?"
No, I don't think the gatekeepers gave them a second chance. I think you being here still is proof that there is no second chance for Kyrann. Kyrann has a watchful eye over her. Let's make ourselves entirely clear here. I have an understanding of your motives here, and I understand their necessity. And Kyrann, for the longest time, I have supported you without question.
That's not true, even a little bit.
I have supported you with
lots of questions.
Yeah. Well, I have supported you nonetheless.
Okay, awesome. Let's go.
You know I'm right here, and you're blinded. by revenge.
Can you
Or
guys
revenge I seek with you.
pause for a second?
Mhm.
Going back a couple of minutes. You're not arguing. Stalbor, there's a gust of wind that blows past you, and carried with that wind is a voice that faintly says, "It's already understood that we will not be fighting, and we are having a meeting instead. Your friends have gathered. Do you wish to join them?"
I stay on the ship. I also don't command anyone to stand down.
Do you say, and do you even give a verbal
I don't say
response?
anything.
You literally
until I'm fairly sure the time period is stopped,
So like the word.
and then I don't. I know magic,
Yeah.
so it's like we're watching your phone ring.
Yep.
It's like,
All right.
and then I just don't do anything. I stay.
Nice. So the wind blows past, swirls around you with that
I
message,
will tell
swirls for
N,
a
who's
little bit,
currently in
and then-
command of the ship, that I was told
Yep.
via sending that they won't attack. But
If you actually said to N responds saying, "Was it a voice that you know?"
it sounded pompous.
Make sure you're at your stations. Double the alertness. Everybody be prepared. Get the ballista ready. That is the capital ship. It's likely a mage. Can you handle it?
Of course, I can handle it. I can unravel spells like they're
I know.
Web.
I just like challenging you because you get all, feather fruffy and it's just funny.
Stumble
to
like clutches his staff a bit. He's like, I don't.
and gives you a smile, then goes back about making sure
Damn
things
it!
are good.
They know me.
Back to you guys.
All right, great talk. I think we're done here. Let's go.
Oh, you
Melon
said-
just turns and goes to walk out of the door.
I love that Stalbor says they sounded pompous. An unfunny one in chat says that was Scott speaking.
Oh God.
So, anyways, sorry, I had to call out. That was good. You go to walk to the door, and you open up the door, and they're standing 5 feet or so away from the door with their back to it. As soon as they hear the door open, they turn their head, see that you're there, and then turn full-fledged and start walking towards the door to back in.
Thank you for the offer. We'll be in touch.
I had already surmised that this would be the case before we even met. Unfortunately, our paths are laid before us. Whether or not we can read them before we come to the forks in the road is a skill that you're blind to. May your path bring you fruits. May the winds fill your sails, and may you succeed with this task.
Thank you.
He turns and gestures for you guys to leave the room, and you guys do hop on your carpet. And it's funny, he actually looks at the carpet with amusement, like, that's actually really cool. He looks at the carpet with amusement. Kyrann just goes, "Abracadabra!" And
My spell's still active. We haven't been chatting for that long.
We talked for more than 10 minutes.
Think so?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, I cast it again.
Reich and Kyrann spoke.
Yeah, more. It was more than 10 minutes IRL, let alone like all of the. Yeah, no, it was way more than 10 minutes.
It was like 6 hours.
Right?
The guy's like, "I'm getting hungry. Are they done yet?" So you guys are able to fly back to your ship. Once you're about halfway back to your ship, you can glance back over your shoulder and see that the flagship of the Sea Dragons starts to turn. The sails drop, filling them up with wind, and it starts to make its turn to turn back towards Regalport. So it's no longer between you and where it is that you need to go. And you can continue trek to Dreadhold. You guys are going to continue making your way there.
I do remind Reich that he doesn't have to go on the mission, that we need somebody to stay on the ship.
What happened to William? He's gone. Bye, William.
Hi, William.
I'm coming back. I don't know what happened to my camera, but it unplugged for
You
some
can
reason.
stay gone.
Oh,
Got
listen,
him.
Ollie.
If you didn't know his name, it's right there. You can see it now.
That is my name.
Oh, we
That's
doxed
it.
William.
Oh no! He's my brother, and so has my.
Yeah,
last name.
it wasn't that big of a mystery, so I didn't worry about it.
Wait, you're saying that Will has the last name Davis, which is Scott's last name?
Whoa!
All right, moving on. So, You, Kyrann, are following the coordinates that were given to you beforehand by Stalbor, by a tortured vampire dwarf, and make your way to those coordinates. When you get there, Bellum himself is able to reach out with his magics to see if it is true, if this is in fact the location where you guys need to go to, and he's able to confirm that that is the case. As I said before, it takes about 3 weeks. It takes 3 weeks for you guys to get there. I always say about. It takes 3 weeks for you guys to get there with firmness. And you're going to spend one more night, now that you are where you need to be, kind of like resting, preparing yourselves, getting together the equipment that you need, so on and so forth. Part of getting together the equipment that you need, what's her name? N is going to go, and because N's always in that typical female form, N is going to go and get a couple of things from inside of her room. She comes out and gives to you guys each, so it gives to, I should say, Stalbor specifically, 4 little, at first you think they're marbles, but when she gives them to you, you realize that they're not marbles, they're actually extremely delicate and like pliable. They're air bubbles, like literally bubbles of air, like keep blowing. But this, and she says, this is the last of my supply, but it will make you, it'll give you the ability to breathe on the way down and survive when you swim deeper in water, it hurts. This will make it so it doesn't hurt to swim down to where you need to go.
Understood.
I'm also going to remind you guys of the bag of goodies.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, the bag of goodies.
Potions of water breathing. 7.
I imagine we take it with us.
Yeah, we take the bag, and I'll look at.
Do you want to have that, Bellum? I think you're a good bag bearer.
Yeah, wait. This isn't a bag. Is this a? What is this?
This is a bag of holding, isn't it?
Is it a bag of holding?
Yeah.
All right, I won't put it in my bag of holding.
No,
don't do that.
I'm making sure before I say put the bag in my bag. We're all good here.
I'm also going to remind you guys that there's that ring of swimming in there as well.
Yeah, I was actually going to look at Reich. I'd like reach in, take out
strong.
the ring of swimming and say, you want this or should I have it?
Stalbor.
I would actually.
I have a +5 strength right now.
I'm just kidding.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I can swim by a force of rage.
I knew Stalbor is fine. That's why I'm like, Reich and I are both
doesn't know he's fine.
dexterous people.
Are you going on this break?
I am.
It'll be a good story to tell your children one day.
When you guys kind of finish getting your stuff together, N chuckles for a second and says, we of course saved the best part for last, and kind of like looks cheerfully over at Kyrann. Kyrann is also like a little bit excited because of the plan that they had come up with beforehand.
Oh no.
To help you guys swim down there, we figured we might as well let you guys hang on to while we weigh anchor.
Oh.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, that's fair. I am going to I'm gonna throw the ring of swimming over to Reich, and then I'm going to pop a potion of water breathing.
As opposed to the potion of water breathing, one of the ones that
The debate work as opposed to water breathing, but one.
Yep. I use one of those because it helps because we're going down so quickly.
Exactly. It's gonna help the crushing pressure as
Is there
well.
anything else we need to do before we leave? Well then, just before we go, when you get ready, Stalbor will go up to Kyrann and take her aside and be like, in the off chance that I don't come back, and he will kiss her.
Aw, that's so nice.
And then brush himself off and go
But
back
if
to
you
the rest
die,
a little
I will
sheepish.
never forgive you.
I don't think I can die. But I might be
Let's
in
not
prison
test it.
until the world ends.
Oh, we're gonna come back and get you if you get in prison.
I didn't doubt it.
Awesome.
So I'll hop on the anchor.
So you guys go over to the water and you take the little bubble thing, and when you put it into your mouth, and you first thing, so let's say Bellum, you first. When you put the thing in your mouth, what do? Do you try to swallow it? Do you try to pop it with your tongue? What do you do?
Pop it with my teeth.
So you try to pop it. Oh, it's like you know how sometimes like gummies have like gone bad, like stale gummy bears, and like they can't.
That's what I was imagining.
Like it's like chewing rubber.
But you don't stop. You still try.
In doing that, I tried a bunch and then it just slips down my throat.
And on its way down your throat, it actually gets caught for a couple of moments. You're like,
why is it magical items always find a way to suck?
But eventually, while it's in your throat, it kind of like did it pop? No, it actually expanded downwards and into your lungs, where all of a sudden there's like a bubble of air in your lungs themselves. And you're able to breathe both air, and when water comes, it stops the water from getting down into your throat and allows you to continue still having air in your lungs instead of water filling them.
I talk. Does it sound weird?
It's a little nasally at the moment because of it, but more than that, you also are starting to feel the counter pressure against your chest as your body's preparing for needing the pressure, and it's like it's uncomfortable as you feel like almost like you're really, you know how like you're really gassy and your stomach gets distended. It's like that,
bloated.
but like up in your chest and it's like down in your thighs and stuff. It's uncomfortable, not to the point
Preparing for this description for like a week.
Or I did it on the fly right now, literally, as I was like, how am I going to get them down there? I forgot about the bag of goodies. You don't know. You don't know. It could be either one.
It's the mystery of being a DM.
Yeah. Am I reading? No. So you feel this counter pressure, but it's not something that's so bad that it actually negatively impacts your ability to like move or anything. Okay. So you guys hold on to the anchor. Kyrann gets the. Well, actually, Kyrann, do you want the joy of weighing anchor, or do you give somebody else the order?
No, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's not a surprise either.
And the anchor kerplunk and drops super fast, bringing you guys down deeper and deeper and deeper into the darkness of the ocean. And with that,
I will add, it's not darkness. I have a candle of the deep on me.
And what's a candle of the deep, Ollie?
It's a candle that can shine underwater.
Ooh, so it's like 1 5-foot square of.
It's better than nothing.
Is it literally
it's
1
a 5-foot bright light, 5-foot dim light? I think. I don't know. I'm just assuming that's what it does. I think it's Xanathar's though.
Cool.
I don't know where I got it from, but I have it, so.
All right.
Just acquire things. I think it was a Tanith.
We'll see you all in just a few minutes. I'll be right back.